Hello everyone, this is Harminder Suri from Toronto Drivers, your one-stop shop for all the driving solutions. Friends, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that you probably didn't know about the road test. And before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please make sure you hit the subscribe button because I am going to bring a lot of value to this channel. So the first thing that a lot of people do not know is that they can request for another examiner if they do not understand the accent of the examiner or if they get the same examiner as the last time. See, the way it works is when you do the road test, the first thing that the examiner does is they inspect your car, and after inspecting the car, they come sit in the car and ask you a few questions. So during that time, if you feel that you're having difficulty understanding the examiner, you can always come out of the car and request for another examiner by speaking to the manager. See, you do not want to do a test with someone who you do not understand because they are the ones who will be giving you instructions. Imagine if you're taking instructions from someone you don't follow or you don't understand, you could make a mistake during the test. So, and you can fail because of that. So you don't want to fail because you could not understand the examiner. It's always good to request for another examiner if you don't understand them. And the second thing about, getting the same examiner. So if you feel that, you had the same examiner last time and this time again that person's going to be biased or probably they're going to judge you, you can always tell them that, I'm not comfortable doing the test with you, so I would want to request for another examiner, and they will always understand that situation and give you another examiner. The second thing that a lot of people don't know is that they have limited attempts to book tests online and over the phone. A lot of people go on booking and rebooking the tests until they exhaust all the attempts, and then they have to go back to the drive test center to book the test. The way it works is you only have 3 attempts online to book and reschedule your road test. Well, when you reschedule the road test, you do not have to pay a fee. That's why, people keep rebooking, rescheduling their road test until they exhaust the attempts. So you have 3 attempts online and 2 attempts over the phone to book your road test. In total, you have 5 attempts to book the test without having to go to the drive test center. If you exhaust all the 5 attempts before you take the road test, then you have to unfortunately go to the drive test center every time, wait for hours before you book your road test. So please, please, please do not try to reschedule so many times until you have a very strong reason. For some reason, if you're not able to do the test, only then reschedule it. Otherwise, don't keep rescheduling your road test online or over the phone. So the third thing a lot of people don't know is that they have one more attempt after the expiry of the license to do their road test. Let's say your license is expiring on the 30th of September and you booked your road test for the 25th of September and unfortunately you didn't pass in that. That doesn't mean that after the 30th, so let's say you're not able to book the road test within the 5 days, doesn't mean that you'll have to start from G1 all over again. The thing is, you get one more attempt and you get 40 days to book the road test. They give you 40 days of extension to book one more test. That is your last attempt. If you do not pass in within the 40 days or within that attempt, then you have to start all over again. But you do get one more attempt after the expiry of the license. So the fourth thing a lot of people don't know is that they can book the road test anywhere within that province. So let's say you live in Toronto and for some reason you're not confident doing your road test in Toronto. Well, you're not restricted or limited to doing your test only in Toronto or GTA. You can always book your road test at any other place. Let's say you're visiting your friends or family at another place, maybe Sarnia or any other place that's in Ontario. You can always schedule your road test in that place as long as it is in that province. Well, the fifth thing is a question that I get asked very often. The question is, Harminder, can I drive on the highway with my G2 license? Well, the answer is yes, you can drive on the highway with your G2 license, and that is why they give you that license. You know, they want you to practice for the G test before you do your G test. Well, there are certain restrictions which I'll be talking about in another video, but for now, just know that with your G2 license, you are eligible to drive on the highway.